Hey, Dr. Tom Preston coming to you today from the Practice Appraisal Division of Full Circle and answering some questions that people have been asking us about, sellers, buyers, market value assessments. And the question I want to answer today is, how do I go about finding a buyer, Dr. Tom? Well, I can tell you the historical average is 6 to 12 months in North America to find a buyer for a chiropractic practice. It's a small niche market. It's not necessarily the easiest task in the world. But let me just lay out the steps for you. The number one step, of course, is to get an accurate market value assessment for your practice. Without that, quite frankly, I consider you to be dead in the water. You're either going to ask too much for the practice and it's going to be, no one's going to look at it, or on the other side of it, you're going to be giving away some of the hard-earned equity that you built in the business over the years. So step one, get your market value assessment, which we'd be happy to chat with you about. Step two from there is then to write a really cool ad, not just your average boring practice for sale, but something really sexy that catches the eye. Step three is to make a collage of a PDF collage of the pictures from your practice, maybe possibly leaving your sign out relative to location and so on if you're a little bit nervous about people knowing about it right away, but definitely get some pictures together. The next step then is to get an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, and have it ready so that when people want to get your market value assessment data, they've at least signed a waiver that says that they're not going to spread the information around the world, around the internet. The next step then is to get yourself a really good one-pager. And a one-pager is commonly used in real estate. It's where you are basically talking about all of the benefits to the buyer and some of the features of the area that you live in, as well as the business, so that they can, get them excited about all of that. The next step then is to create a brand new, internet account or email account, like we use a Gmail account, just so that you can have a little bit of privacy as far as, people getting in touch. You don't want to give them your office address. You don't want to give them, your common email. You want to definitely make up a private email that's coming in just for these purposes. The next step is you want to be able to then get your ads up on all of the different places where buyers may be noticing things, particularly on the internet. So we will commonly use places like all of the college websites and Planet Chiropractic and some of the other for sale things and provincial or state associations. There's numerous places to actually place your ads. Once you've got all of that in place, then what you got to do is wait for a qualified buyer to come across. Once someone reaches out to you, you send them the NDA. Once they've signed the non-disclosure, it comes back to you. Now you release the market value assessment to them. And from that place, hopefully, they get enough interest. They want to actually come and see your practice. You set up a mutually convenient time for them to come in and shadow you. And from that shadowing place, hopefully they're excited. They want to make an offer. They go to their lawyer. They make an offer. It goes to your lawyer, and everything moves forward from there. It is a relatively time-consuming process. So again, we're big at Full Circle on succession planning, beginning with the end in mind and not waiting until you're burned out or bored out or tired in order to think about these things. We actually ask you to be more proactive with that and think about it at least several years in advance of when you might actually need it, starting, of course, with the market value practice assessment. If you would like some help on doing all of these steps that we've got a service available for you. We'd be happy to chat with you about that. Simply just email admin@drtompreston.com. Thanks, and have yourself a great day.